It's time to let go of your past self, how to create a new identity and never go back. Hi, my name is Lizzie and welcome to a page in my life. July 22 of 2019, I wrote, "Is there really a point in your life when you feel so lost? If there is, I think this is what I recently feel these days. My heart isn't lost. It feels like I don't know myself yet. Who am I? I don't know how to put all these feelings into words. I just feel so sad, deeply sad. It feels like I have no identity. How can I discover myself when I feel like I only have few choices? Regrets, sadness, loneliness, emptiness." That was me when I was 18 years old. And to be honest, I didn't open this journal for so long because I was afraid that a part of me would still relate to this girl even if years have gone by and swore to be a different person. So I just hid it at the bottom of my drawer and I tried to move on with my life. Or so I thought. Fast forward to 2024, 5 years have passed, but so much stayed the same. Years of self pity, years of running away from myself, years of isolating, years of not feeling enough, years of carrying the shame from my past mistakes and decisions. All these years, I have been working on myself, but deep down, I'm seeking external validation, people pleasing, not setting and maintaining boundaries, not seeing myself, not seeing my worth, and I haven't been showing up for myself in the life I want to live. But, December of 2024, that's when everything changed for me. It was the time that I told myself, you know what? It's enough. I have been comfortable being that girl, but it's time to let her go. She will never take me to the life that I want for myself. And I want to show you my journal and what I wrote in December. This is my new journal, and in December 15, I wrote, "I am a blessing, I am perfect." And I wrote that for 6 times, and I added, "I know I grew so much when the only question in my head is, what's next? I am now free of my past." So, how do you fully let go of your past self and create a new version of yourself? Let's talk about it. First, there should be a need for a change. Why do you want to do this? What does a complete shift mean for you? What is the purpose behind letting go of your old self? Because this need will help you keep going in this journey. It will serve as your anchor. You have to understand that the way we think about ourselves and the world, it runs on autopilot. So this means that it will take a lot of work to shed your old identity. As James Clear said in Atomic Habits, and by the way, I recommend that book. If you haven't read that, now is the best time to read it. He said that without some level of motivation or desire, without craving for a change, there is no reason to act. That is why we end the year with the realization that we actually haven't followed through on our New Year's resolution. Sounds familiar, right? So, for me, it is not feeling like shit anymore. I have been on the other side, and what do I get from that? People walking all over me, taking advantage of my kindness, and living a small life. I want to give the best possible life for myself, and that would only be possible if I actually believed in myself and won't ever allow mistreatment from other people or even from myself, because sometimes we can be our biggest bully, right? So sit with yourself, ponder on those questions, write them down on a piece of paper. You can comment them on the comment section below. I would love to hear about them. Now that you've identified your need for change, it's time to check how you talk to yourself. What are your inner dialogues? What stories are you telling yourself? You give yourself compliments, you speak kindly to yourself, or you're overly critical. The way we talk to ourselves matters. For years, I have been telling myself that I wasn't good enough. I wasn't good enough for my dreams, for healthy relationships, for miracles and blessings in life. And you know what? That actually manifested in my reality. Our external world is just a reflection of our inner world because our thoughts drive our actions and our actions create our reality. And sometimes we sabotage opportunities just to make our reality match the narrative we created in our minds. In reality, we don't do our best on purpose. So, for example, you think that you're not smart enough for a job that you wanted, and then you learned that they only hire top students from prestige universities. You decided to not try anymore because you know you'd fail anyway. So you only send your resumes to jobs that you feel overqualified for. And now you feel sad and disappointed with yourself because you're not growing. Another example, let's say you want to fix your sleeping schedule, want to sleep early, like 9 p.m. So that means no Netflix and chill, no phone an hour before bed, or any other distractions. But deep inside, deep down, you believe that you cannot do it. You don't have self control. You give into these impulses. So after 30 minutes of trying, you reach your phone, you scroll on social media. You know what? It's Friday. I'll start Monday for sure. And then you wake up the next day feeling unproductive and unmotivated. All of this are beliefs we internalize about ourselves. But there is hope. I am saying that confidently because I've been there. And oh boy, if you just knew how I used to talk to myself, you would never believe that I'm even here. I can't even believe that myself. So give yourselves a pat on the back. I'm giving myself a pat on the back. Good job, Lizzie. You should do because you're watching videos like this. And that's a big step. Not everyone has that self awareness and commitment to really do something about it. And I keep telling this, knowing is so different from doing. You can recognize that, oh, I'm being hard on myself again. But it takes real strength and dedication to unlearn those patterns and never go back. So I'm proud of you. It all begins with self awareness. I want you to start noticing when you're talking negatively about yourself. Let's say, I'm not enough, I'm not good enough. I want you to challenge that thought. Is this factual or just a belief I've accepted? Now look back in your life and write down all your small wins, everything you're proud of. Looking back or looking for evidence will help you rewrite the story you tell yourself. Remember this, your thoughts are just thoughts. They're not facts, but mental habits that you need to unlearn. And just like any habit, you can break it and create a new one. If you've been drinking soft drinks to quench your thirst and not water, even though you know it's unhealthy for you, you're always gonna do that every single time because it's the action you repeat. Your brain is just reaching for something familiar. Once you detach yourself from your thoughts, it will be easier to understand that you are not your thoughts and that there is no finality in your identity. You can always create a new version of yourself that you're proud of. As James Clear said in Atomic Habits, I told you I love that book, he said that the more evidence we have for a belief, the stronger we believe it. So you have to gather evidence that you're good enough. Now, the next step is to rewire your brain with positive affirmations. You can say, I am enough exactly as I am today. Today, I am becoming the best version of myself. I choose to believe in myself every day. Say it in front of a mirror when those negative thoughts appear and mean it, okay? Say them with conviction. Believe them. But if it doesn't feel real right now, like you're just saying them out loud and not really meaning them, it's okay. That's just a phase. With consistency and commitment, it will get better, I promise. One thing that helps me stick with my affirmations, even when, like I mentioned, times like I feel like I don't mean them, I have been thinking about these negative thoughts for most of my life. Of course, it's never gonna be easy, to break away from this pattern, but it's not impossible. It is very possible. You worked on how you see yourself. It's now time to see how you view the world. It's time to confront your lack mindset. Lack mindset comes from the belief that opportunities, resources, success are limited. You're comparing your blessings to other people. That's a scarcity mindset. You believe that you can only achieve so much. That's a scarcity mindset. You believe that you can only reach a certain level of success. That's a scarcity mindset. You believe that it cannot happen to you. That's a scarcity mindset. So, how do you go from lack to abundance? You start with being grateful for what you have right now. I know that's not the first time that you've heard that, but that really is the key in life. Having a grateful heart is everything because you can have all these blessings in your life, but if you're always looking for something that's missing, something other people have that you don't, you'll be miserable. It's so hard to find happiness when you have that mindset, right? So start with being grateful for what you have right now, the roof above your head, your food, your job, your matcha latte, everything that is a blessing in your life. Be grateful for it. The moment I wake up, I pray, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus, for another day. Say it out loud. Thank you for the coffee. Thank you for the book that I'm reading, that I get to learn these things that's transforming my life. Thank you for my job. I can now travel and take myself out in a nice restaurant. Thank you for my loving and supportive friends. Thank you for my body, this new mindset. This practice teaches you to not take things for granted, and it will also increase your vibration. And high vibrational people, they are a magnet of more opportunities. Abundance mindset is believing that there is enough for everybody, that the universe will never run out of blessings, that their success is possible for you too, you know? So if you catch yourself comparing your life to a stranger online, and you're saying, oh, this will never happen to someone like me because of where I come from. Oh, that's because they're attractive and I'm not. Stop doing that, honey. Instead of being jealous, start celebrating. Their success means it can happen to me too. This one I think everybody should talk about more, and that's generosity. Stop being frugal. And I'm just not talking about money, but also opportunities, resources, or even ideas. Like, you don't want to tell your friend about this new mindset shift that you learned because you're afraid that he or she may outpace your growth. Or you don't spend money on yourself, you just work and save because you don't believe that the money is gonna return anyway. Being financially responsible is so different from frugality. Okay, there's this one thing that I do that helps me to physically step into a new version of myself, and that is going to my dream city every weekend. I walk around the area, I eat, have my dinner, and really walk like I live there. And I finally get when people say New York is calling me, because that's what I exactly feel. I feel like there's a life waiting for me here, that I'm supposed to be here, that I should live here, and I'm going to make it happen. And also doing that makes me feel like, living here is not impossible for me. It is very possible for me to live here, and I'm gonna do that. Lastly, check your environment. Maybe the people around you are so negative. I believe in energy exchange. Some people are just energy vampire. They just complain, 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 gossip, gossip, gossip. If you can't influence the people around you to adopt a new mindset, maybe it's the time for you to be around people who have abundance mindset. You should be selective and protective of your energy. It really all starts within. Even if you change how you look, but inside still the same, you cannot create a new identity from that place. It's just basically a uniform you're switching up every day. True identity change happens when you make a different choice for yourself. Bed rotting? Not today. Listening to sad songs? Not today. Talking negatively about yourself? Not in this lifetime. After all, we only have ourselves. Your lover, your dog, your parents, your siblings, they cannot do the work for you. You can only do the work for you. So I challenge you. Do the unfamiliar. Choose the unfamiliar. If your default is wallowing in sadness and sad music, sad songs, sad movies when you're not feeling okay, try something different. Every morning I play Chaka Khan's I'm Every Woman or Michael Jackson's Love Never Felt So Good, and it makes so much difference. I'm not saying that, oh, forget about emotions, neglect them. Feel it, feel them. But do not let it become the driver of your life. Do the unfamiliar. Choose the unfamiliar. Today, I am believing in myself. Today, I am talking positively to myself. Today, I believe that success is on its way to me. Today, I believe that good things happen to me. You can do it. I believe in you. That's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all. I'm so passionate talking about this because, like all of you, I've been there and I'm still a work in progress. If you like this video, you can subscribe to my channel and follow all my social media. That's it. See you next time.